Welcome back, everyone. Today I'm going to be reacting to Contingency Contract number 4, Operation Lead Seal, or perhaps it's Lead Seal, from Arknights. That sounds like a good time to you, then you are in the right place. Let's go. Hello again, and welcome back to Right Man in the Wrong Place. My name is Luke Tatum. I react to music, and let's... I don't know why I'm turning into William Shatner all of a sudden, but let's listen to some more Arknights music, shall we? A lot of y'all have been very supportive of that, and I want to give the people what they want, right? So, Arknights, we're going to keep going. I'll probably keep going in order. Y'all told me to skip Contingency Contract 3 because apparently the song is boring and there's not a lot going on. So we're going on to Contingency Contract 4, or CC4. That's probably easier to say out loud with my mouth. Released in 2021, I believe is in November. This is requested by Zargann, or Zargann. I don't know how to pronounce your name, so just bear with me. But thank you for putting this on my radar. Others of you have mentioned this song as well. And so it's a song by XRE, composed by David Westbourne. Apparently in this CC, you fight a boss named Mudrock, an enemy who later becomes a playable character in the game. So I love stuff like that. I'm sure it's one of those like, oh my gosh, this person is so hard, how in the world could they possibly be defeated? And then they join your party and they're weak, right? Because that's how games are. But 2021, Arknights. I guess I'm way behind. We got 4 more years of Arknights stuff to catch up on. Let's get into it. I'm really excited to hear this because the last Arknights songs that I've done have been awesome. If y'all hear my rooster, just bear with me. You know how it is, especially if you're a returning viewer. But let's go. I've done enough rambling. Whistling. This kind of steady synth back there and whistling. Okay. Talk to myself, there's no one else. Okay. This feels this very, very like pop music. This is not something I would normally listen to. This is not my like wheelhouse of music. This is not the kind of music in my car. I'm probably gonna enjoy this. Don't get me wrong. I'm not trash talking. I'm just saying this may be a little out of my usual commentary. Let's go back. Talk to myself. There's no one else knows me the way I do when I feel overwhelmed. Made the wrong turn. Nice piano. It's not two different vocalists, right? It's just this is two different kind of vocal inflections. I like that kind of like bassy sound on the voice as it entered. It might have been a post-processing effect, and then more, I'm sure she sang differently also, but it might be also enhanced by a kind of post-processing sound design stuff. But cool, very cool. Gets right into it. It's got that a little bit of that like Hey Bulldog by the Beatles kind of stuff going on with the piano and everything. Very bass heavy, very bass oriented. That's kind of like driving this song. A wonderful song, by the way. I'm not a huge Beatles fan, but I do really like that song. Yeah. So again, very much like not the kind of music I normally am listening to, and that's fine. This is good. It's really good, actually. Um, the enunciation of certain words, like I forget. Can go back a little bit. Like stuff with a, it's like an ay sound, right? So lost the race, backfired in my face. You know, it kind of like this drawn a. It's not again, it's not a critique. It's just this is a vocal styling that kind of emphasizes the last word, the last syllable, and kind of extends it. It's not that it makes it a longer like note. It's not the difference between a half note and a whole note, right? It's the difference between, you know, 4 30 seconds and 5 30 seconds. It's kind of, you know, a little bit of a hang on to that, and it gives it this kind of like funky element. I hope I'm doing a decent job describing what I'm talking about. This is cool. It's really, really cool. I'm going to catch this chorus again, and we'll probably let it play this time. Yeah, eventually, right? I like the synth pads. That sudden jump, an octave, you know, stuff like that. It's just, it's pretty groovy. It's pretty groovy. Interesting. The lyrics are interesting, and not a whole lot like to pick apart there, but a cool, you know, again, vocal layer effect on there, kind of that almost staticky sort of effect that was in for a little bit, and kind of this hyper rhythmic, sort of almost rap, hip hop esque kind of a segment. And you also have this kind of whispering, sort of pulled back, you know, raspy sort of sound that being used. So the vocalist, ex Ari, I believe, is very talented, right? She's employing different things to achieve different things, and it keeps the song interesting. It keeps it moving from segment to segment, and not just being, you know, verse 1 chorus, verse 2 chorus, verse 3 chorus, right? Even though it still sort of is that, you have a lot of variation between, so it keeps it a lot more interesting. And that synth is kind of bubbling in the back, which is really cool. Another layer, another. Okay, we're building towards something here. It's gonna pull back and then it's gonna hit us with something, right? Okay, again, but we've got a different positioning of the elements. Like the bass line is different here, is what I think is happening. And there's a little bit more of a gap in my left frontal sonic space. If y'all don't know me, I have hearing damage and stuff on my left side anyway, so take this with a grain of salt. But I'm hearing a little bit more of a gap over here, sonically, left front. I know for you that's going to look like it's right front, but for me it's left front. And so lots of bass way left. And then you've got kind of this, there's a lot of things happening, but there's like a gap over there. It's very interesting. Maybe just the drum, maybe just the hi-hat is over there. Oh, okay, that was abrupt ending. I like that song. I really like towards the end too. I just started to pick up on the bass line, and I probably would have talked about this more while it was playing, except the song is over. Um, it kind of the bass line isn't super active, and when I say bass line, I'm talking about what appears to be a bass guitar, although it's got some effects over it. You've got this, you know, pretty spaced out notes, and then you've got this boo doo doo boo doo doo kind of thing going on to sort of transition into a next segment. So it's interesting. It might be worth re-listening to a couple of times, but you've got relatively light bass playing, and then you kind of have this almost a bridge just within the bass itself that has quite a few notes kind of all there together, and it sort of leads back into a loop point of sorts. Really nice, really nice. So that was a lot of fun. I would say Operation Pyrite is still my favorite from what I've heard, but that was a good contender. I mean, it's a really good song. It's not so much my style. When you're pulling like 9 Inch Nails and things like that, it's like, ooh, this is really cool. This is still cool. It's just not something that I'm necessarily gonna like listen to all the time in the same way. So still, nothing has signaled to me that I should stop on the Arknights journey, path, train, whatever. So please continue to tell me like which songs come next and all that. I love to keep doing these. I'm still going to work on Guilty Gear Strive and all that too. I'm giving it a bit of a break though. And yeah, I think that's all I got to say. If you want to support the channel, I'd really appreciate that. And there's a couple good ways to do it. First of all, do YouTube things. They're all free. Share, comment, like, all that. And if you really want to go the extra mile, buy me a coffee. You can leave a donation. You can request songs directly. You don't even have to make a donation to do this. There's membership for $5, which will allow you to see the spreadsheet where you can see what's coming and when it's coming. But you can also just throw up a $1 donation, $5 donation, whatever you feel comfortable with doing to support the channel if you're inclined to do so. All that being said, I can't wait to see you for the next one. Till next time, the right man in the wrong place can make all the difference in the world.